If you're currently an international student and you live in one of the Atlantic provinces, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, PEI, New Brunswick, or you want to move here to get PR, I think this video might help change your life because we're talking about the best PR pathways in Atlantic Canada. And for this video, I brought in an expert, my partner, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, to help us understand those PR pathways and to help make your new chapter successful. Subscribe to the channel and let's go. So we're here today in the beautiful city of Toronto, the heart of Ontario, but talking about immigration pathways in Atlantic Canada. I'm joined with Nancy today.
Hi everyone, nice to see everyone.
Yes, we're excited to walk you through all of the immigration pathways for international students in the beautiful Atlantic Canada where I live. So I'm gonna be talking a lot about it, and stay until the end because at the very end I want to share a special immigration pathway that's announced by the province of New Brunswick, and it's really unique in a way where all you need to get PR is just to study. But we'll talk about it at the end, and now let's dive into the actual programs they currently have. So first things first is APP, Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, that's applicable to all 4 Atlantic provinces, and that's Newfoundland, Labrador, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI. So the most interesting factor is that if you have gone to school in Nova Scotia for at least 2 years, all you need is to have a job offer from one of the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program employers, and then you need to make sure your job falls under NOC 0, A, B, or C. And the processing time is quite fast compared to everything else because you don't need to gain any experience if you went to school in Atlantic Canada. And you just need to study there and then apply for PR essentially. The processing is about 3 to 8 months, and I know people that have already got PR with the program, so it's verified that the processing time is probably the shortest out of everything else we're gonna share, just because you don't need to gain that work experience before you can apply. So now we're moving forward to the province where I live in the beautiful city of Halifax, and that's Nova Scotia. We're talking about Nova Scotia International Graduates in Demand. What are these graduates and the requirements?
A full-time job offer, a CLB 5, and you need to have graduated within the 3 years before your application.
Okay, so what are the specific jobs that are in demand?
Okay, so we have nurse aides, and then we have childhood educators.
But the issue here is that the processing time for Nova Scotia's graduates in demand is quite high, which is about 2 years or 22 months. And that's based on, again, my experience with other people that we've helped or that I know. And now we're gonna talk about another Nova Scotia program, and that's Nova Scotia Experience, powered by Express Entry essentially. So it's when you apply for the federal EE, but then Nova Scotia gives you an extra boost. So what are the requirements for that one?
Okay, so all you really need is at least 1 year of work experience. So we need a CLB 7 for NOC codes 0 and A, and for NOC code B, you need a CLB 5.
Pretty simple. It's not that high actually if you compare it to other programs. So that's really interesting because you don't really need to worry too much about IELTS. And now we're moving forward onto the next one, which is BI International Graduate. Again, you need to have gone to school in Prince Edward Island. You need to have a full-time non-seasonal job offer, be between 18 and 59 years old. And of course, you need to demonstrate an intention to reside in PEI. What's that intention, Nancy, actually?
So basically you just have to tell that you're intending to live in PEI. So you can do that by having a job offer, and also you can just show your address where you live as well. So that's intention to live in PEI.
Interesting. For processing time though, it takes about 1 year. So be aware that you need that time and prepare for the wait, because it's Canada, things are slow, but in PEI they are extra slow.
Okay, so now we're going to jump into Newfoundland and Labrador and talk about the eligibility requirements for the program. The eligibility requirements for this program is you must have graduated from a Newfoundland school. The job that you have must be related to the area of studies. And this one is very interesting. You must have a validity left on your postgraduate work permit of 4 months before you submit your application.
And speaking of interesting, also the fact that your job has to be related to the field of study, that's very different from everything else. All of the other provinces, they don't have it. It's only Newfoundland.
As mentioned before, you must have a full-time job offer. You must be 21 to 59 years of age, and you must have the intention and the ability to settle permanently in Newfoundland and Labrador. You also have to have a CLB5, and the processing time will be 8 months to 12 months.
All right, Nancy, let me ask you something. Have you heard about the new immigration pathway announced by the government of New Brunswick?
Yes, I have, and it's actually very exciting.
Super exciting, because all you need for you to be nominated to get PR in New Brunswick, soon to be happening, is that you need to have gone to one of the 4 private colleges in New Brunswick, and those colleges are Atlantic Business College, Eastern College, Mackenzie College, and Alton College. And then you need to fall under one of these occupations that you see on the screen right now that our video editor put for you. So say thank you for that. And the most exciting part is that that's it. Those are the requirements. No job experience even. So this is really exciting. It's quite new to Canada, to immigration pathways for international students. I'm really excited to keep you posted on how this immigration pathway unfolds. And we're always there for you to support you with any immigration help you require to really make your new chapter successful.
Yes, we're very excited.
Now I understand that you might be confused. You might have a lot of questions about your specific PR case. This is why I'd like to invite you to our free live event happening next week that's meant for international students that want to start their PR process, that are serious about this. We've helped a lot of clients make this dream a reality. We want to do the same for you. And if you have questions, get ready for those. The links are in the description. We'll be happy to see you there.